welcome to my channel, Cozy Dragon Crochet. Got some things to talk about today, so let's get into it. It is officially the year 2026. Kind of insane. I feel like I should still be a college freshman. That was 4 years ago. That's a little crazy. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some of my New Year's resolutions, and maybe you can tell me some of yours down in the comments. So let's get started. Hello everybody, it is Future Audie. Sorry for the dark, it is dark outside. But I wanted to interrupt this New Year's resolution video just to give you guys an update. So first of all, I finally finished that dang sweater. I need to fix a few things on it though. There's a couple areas where the stitches have come loose, I think because I didn't secure it properly, so I have to fix a few of those and then I can start wearing it. Yay. But more important things, I have an announcement to make, and that is that my upload schedule is going to be changing for the next few months. I've been trying to upload every other week, and so far I haven't been doing too bad at making videos ahead of time and keeping up with everything. However, when student teaching starts up, that's going to become a major problem for me. So starting right now, when you're seeing this video, I'm going to be switching to uploading every other week. So you guys won't see me every week, but you will see me every other week. At the end of some of my videos, I'll still be saying, see you next week, or see you in the next one. That's just because some of these are pre-recorded. Again, I'm trying to prepare. It's the student teaching. I'm stressed, man, okay? But it's just to ensure I'm still giving you guys the best quality content I can provide right now with my current circumstances, as you can see. But yeah, just so I'm not rushing things. Yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you. Okay, back to the video. The first thing on my New Year's resolutions list is to write and publish my very first crochet pattern. I've technically written a crochet pattern before for a commission for a friend of my fiance, but I lost it a long time ago, never got it published. Yeah. So I kind of want to try a new one, maybe write another one, and maybe sell a PDF version of it or give it out on free on Instagram. I don't know. That's something I need to think about. I have been wanting to do it this past year in 2025, but I just don't know what I want it to be, you know? At least like the first pattern I wrote, I had a reference because my fiance's friend wanted a phoenix character from a video game. It literally just looked like a dignified fat egg chicken, but don't come after me. Okay, that's just what it looks like. I don't even remember what the name was, but I think it was from Honkai Star Rail, something like that. But maybe I'll do something dragon related, since that is the whole theme of my channel is dragons. I do love me some dragons. When I wrote a trilogy whenever I was in middle school, it is all about dragons. I have a tattoo of a dragon on me. It's just, yeah, I love dragons so much. So maybe that will be something I get into. There's just so many dragon patterns, you know? How do you make something unique? So that's something I need to think about, and maybe we'll give it a shot. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. That'd be so helpful. My second New Year's resolution is something we've already kind of been working on, something you guys have already seen me working on, which is downsizing my yarn stash. In 2025, I have reorganized these bins. I managed to get everything out so I can see it. The only things that are left is a couple bags of chenille yarn from Premier and a little bit of acrylic under my bed. Otherwise, everything's out and about. So my goal for 2026 is to hopefully have all of my yarn in a cube shelf. Sorry, morning allergies. But maybe just have it all in a cube shelf. I have learned, unfortunately, that I can't fit everything in a 9 cube shelf and have it colored organized. That just doesn't work, because all 9 of these bins are filled with their own color, but I have 3 other colors that didn't make it in, which would be brown, variegated, and white. If you watched part 1 of my yarn busting the yarn stash, which part 2 should be coming out this month, but if you watched part 1, you saw that I couldn't fit those 3 colors in these bins. It just was not an option. So maybe when I get my own place in April, it'll be a 12 cube shelf and we can fit it all in one space. That would be awesome. So we'll see how that ends up. My third goal for 2026 is to hit 500 followers on Instagram. I think as of the time I'm recording this video, I only have 112, which is fine. I don't post very often, so I'm hoping to fix that by, well, this year. As you're seeing this video, I'm currently recording it in December. But I'm hoping that by the time this month ends, I'll have gotten into the groove of it. I'm a little worried because I start student teaching, so when you see this video on January 2nd, I start student teaching the following Monday, which is why I'm pre-recording this. But we will see how that goes. I'm hoping that's the case by the end of the year. And to follow up with that, on my fourth New Year's resolution is to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. I think right now I'm at 293. That might go up and down just depending on how the algorithm likes to hit on me today. Depending on how the algorithm decides it wants to show my videos. Because for the first couple of months I started on YouTube, it was good. I had a lot of views on my channel. I was getting subscribers really, really fast. And then at some point, I don't know when, but it just stopped. Came to a complete halt. And now it's only subscribers seeing my videos. I don't know why. That's just what happened. So, fingers crossed that I can get 500 subscribers by the end of 2026. Okay. My next New Year's resolution is a little bit more market related. I want to get a banner. So I want to design a banner using my logo, which is that dragon crest that I created on Canva. The dragon image is one that I drew myself. The actual crest is just something that Canva has. But I'm hoping I can create a banner and have it printed and start using that for markets next year, because I feel like that's the biggest piece I'm missing from my setup is, branding. Nobody knows who I am unless they pick up a business card. And even then, while I'm doing markets with my mom, we were under the name of, I think, Hooked on Handmade or something. So I had a bunch of old business cards that we were giving out. So even then, people weren't getting me or my branding at all. It was just the stuff I have with my mom, which is not going to be as a current next year or this year when you're seeing this video. But yeah, I just want to get a banner. I have the business card. I just need a banner. My sixth New Year's resolution is to start selling my sinker eyes. As some of you guys have kind of seen, I tend to paint my own for some of my plushies. Like the bigger eyes I tend to paint on my own. I'm hoping that in this year of 2026, I can better the quality of those for you guys before I put them out in the market. Right now I just use nail polish and acrylic paint, but I want to dabble in the UV resin and try to up the quality of my eyes before I actually put them out in the world. I love making them. They're so much fun to paint. Putting my artistic skills somewhere else other than just using my hands for crochet. Because if you guys saw my yarn stash video, the first part, you would have seen that, yes, I do draw. I do love to do some art every once in a while. Of course, I don't paint actual paintings anymore, but yeah. I want to put my safety eyes or my sinker eyes out into the world for you people, so that way you have, the access to them, I guess. I don't know. That's something I have to look into, and it's definitely going to be an investment, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. My seventh New Year's resolution, which I've already kind of started in the year 2025, is to replace all of my hooks with higher quality hooks. That is something I'm doing for myself and for my poor hands. I've been using the boy hooks from Walmart for the longest time, and I've finally switched over to tulip hooks and have noticed a big difference in my ability to crochet for a long period of time. Just because some of you may already know, the boy hooks are crooked. So where your thumb is, it's supposed to be straight, and your hook's supposed to be like facing the same direction. But it just doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. So I've started switching over to the tulip hooks, and I already have, I think, 4 of them. I want to get a full set. That's what I want to do. And I've already started crocheting a crochet kit to put them in, just to keep them separate. I'll probably still keep some of my older hooks just in case something happens to the tulip hooks, but any duplicates I have, or the 3rd hook of the same size I have, I'll probably just donate. But yeah. Alright, my eighth New Year's resolution is also somewhat related to markets. I ended up making a little over $4 grand in the year 2025 from my crochet. That's not my net income, but it was the gross income. This year in 2026, I would like to make over $5 grand. My lifelong goal is to eventually do crochet full-time. As of right now, I'll probably be a full-time high school English teacher, but I would like to keep doing crochet. Crochet is my passion. It is something that I'm really, really happy, and it is something that makes me happy. Can't English, it's too early in the morning. But yeah, I can't English yet. I'm an English teacher, but that is a lifelong goal of mine, is to eventually be able to do that full time. So for 2026, I'm hoping for more than $5 grand in earning, and maybe even net income. I don't know. I won't have to invest as much into my business this year since I'm not having to completely do all of my setups or anything. So fingers crossed. I apologize in advance if the camera gets a little shaky. Loki has decided she wants some pets, but I'm busy right now. You'll get snuggles later, cat. But my 9th New Year's resolution is to sell a total of 30 plushies on Etsy. I didn't put like a price range or like a earning range on there at all, just because it varies so much anyway. But I started an Etsy page in the year of 2025. As some of you know, I link it in my bio all the time. Not my bio, my descriptions all the time. I have a hard time keeping it updated in 2025. So maybe 2026 I'll be better about that and have more options available on there, and that will open the door to more sales. I don't know. It also highly depends on the economy of 2026. Because in the year of 2025, it was horrible. People don't want to spend money on crocheted goods because they don't have it. They don't have the money to spend on crochet goods. Either that or they think it's not worth it. They would rather spend $30 on complete garbage than spend $30 on a handmade good. That's just the reality of it, but maybe 2026 will be different. My final New Year's resolution that I'm going to share with you guys is not very crochet related. In fact, it's not crochet related at all. It is to better my health. That is the most important one to me. As some of you know, I have had plenty of health conditions in my lifetime. All of them hereditary. That's just how my DNA panned out for me, I guess. I have a scar right along here from my thyroid surgery in January 2025. So when you're seeing this video in January 2026, it'll almost be the 1-year anniversary of me getting my thyroid lobes removed. I only have half of a lobe left on this side, and it is running my entire metabolism. There are good days and there are bad days, and as of lately, it's been pretty bad. I've been gaining a lot of weight, which is also a concern because of the high risk of diabetes in my family. So my goal is to work on my dieting and work on my fitness and hopefully get better. Dieting won't be too hard, but fitness I have to build back up to. This is probably the first time I'm sharing this with you guys, but I had to get my thyroids removed because I had growths on them. It was tumor growths. It was called nodules. But I had one that was so big that when I would run, because I used to run 5Ks, when I would run, it would close, like your throat gets a little swelled up or whatever, and I wouldn't be able to breathe. I would literally just be choking on my own throat. It was horrible. It was painful. So I finally got them removed, but by the time that happened, by the time we finally found someone to work on that with me, because they kept just wanting to drain and it wasn't working, by the time we finally found a surgeon that actually listened to me and actually worked with me and helped me deal with that, my ability to go up the stairs, go down the stairs, run or walk became harder. Instead of being able to run over a mile, it was hard for me to run for more than 5 seconds. So I've been building up my stamina again, and it has been a challenge, but I just need to believe in myself a little more. Work on it, and maybe eventually I'll be able to run 5Ks again. So yeah, that is my biggest and probably the most important goal of mine for 2026. Don't forget to let me know what some of yours are down below, and like and subscribe if you like my channel. And yeah, what are some of your crochet goals? It doesn't have to be crochet goals if you don't have any, but I want to know. Let me know. I will see you guys next week. Bye.